Joined now by Charlotte 49ers head baseball coach Robert Woodard. Coach, you are in a position like many other coaches and athletes all across this country right now. You're sitting at home. You should be in the middle of your season. Everything's been canceled. What was your reaction to that when you heard the news that you were not going to be playing any baseball the rest of the season?
Um, yeah, it was definitely a surreal moment. Something that you really can't prepare for. I don't think in this profession. I think all coaches across the country, when they sign up to, coach collegiate athletes, I think you mentally prepare for a lot of scenarios, a lot of really tough scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
But this just certainly was not one really ever on my radar. So, like many, you're faced against some unprecedented, unique circumstances. You try to step up for your team and your program, and try to, whatever the best case scenario is for your players, you try to help achieve that. So that's what we've tried to do as a program. But yeah, definitely Thursday, March 12th, when we found out the College World Series was canceled, was certainly a very it's a day I'll never forget as a coach.
Now, the first time I spoke to you, it was right before opening day, and there was a sense of optimism, as there is, I guess, across many baseball camps at that time. So when you start the season off on such a high, and less than a month later, it's taken away, what's that initial feeling like?
It's just gut wrenching for your players. That's all. That's really all we really care about or think about, and then just having to help them get through it. We were together. We were at the airport when we found out our weekend series at San Antonio was canceled, so we had to get our bags off the plane and take our bus back to campus. And when we got back to campus, it just felt like the thing we needed to do most was get on the field. And it was like 75 degrees and sunny that day, so we just got on the field and we practiced, and we even let the players draft two teams and played a fun scrimmage for 6 innings, and just for 2.5 hours tried to forget about the things that were going on in the world around us, things bigger than baseball.
Mm-hmm.
There was just a lot of anxiousness, and so for 2.5 hours we just played and enjoyed the time together. And really almost right on cue at about 4:30 that afternoon on the 12th, Coach Simmons came up to me when we were walking off the field and informed me that the College World Series had been canceled. So before our players could get to their cell phones, I wanted to get the team together and try to break that news to them first, as tough as that was.
Yeah, and I'm sure the reaction wasn't good, but what was it as a whole?
Yeah, just very, very sobering, very solemn, I guess you could say. It just, when Coach Simmons told me that the College World Series had been canceled and we were walking off the field, I asked the players to meet me at home plate, and I just told them to take a knee. And I said, guys, I don't. There's no script for this. I don't really know how else to break it to you guys other than the fact that I've just been informed that the College World Series was canceled. And I don't know what that means for us and for our season other than, that's the case. And it's March. I told them that it's March 12th now.
Right.
And, the College World Series around June 12th. So, between now and the middle of June, I don't know what that means for us and what that looks like. I don't know what that means. I told them that, and they knew it. Like our players they're very aware, and they know that there's things in the world going on that are bigger than baseball, and the safety and the health of everyone comes first, inside and outside of our program.
Mm-hmm.
So, we talked about that and just talked about, I don't know what that means in terms of us and in terms of practicing and working out and still playing games. I said, we don't know what that looks like right now. All I know is that, the news that we've gotten, and as you can imagine, it was a pretty quiet group there at home plate trying to process and take it all in. And I was just blown away. I was blown away by our players' strength in that moment,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the words that were said as a group. And our guys just broke it down at home plate and kind of, we left from there. And most of our players that we probably hung around the field for about an hour or so, one by one, two by two for the next hour. We kind of just sat in the dugout and around the field just in silence. Some guys consoled each other, and guys kind of gradually left. As you can imagine, our seniors were some of the last ones to leave the field.
I noticed your Twitter feed. You took time to make a post about each one of your seniors. Why was that important to you?
for me, the least I could do is sit down and, put pen to paper and come up with a few words to say about each guy and try to put it out there for the platform that I have, just because they've done so much for our program this past year and the years before I was even the coach here.